What's going on, guys? Matt Schaeffer back here with another stealth radar and laser system for you. This one here in a 911 Turbo S. So let's go ahead and check it out. So on this specific job, we use the Uniden R9. It's one of the newer platforms to hit the market. The front consists of 3 independent sensors, and one of the cool things about the R9 is that you can actually control what each sensor does individually. So kind of lets you also play around with how things are set up, and you can also test and kind of flip the sensors around to see what works best for that specific job. So in this case, we have 3 sensors in the front. The 2 outsides are going to be your TX, your transmit, and your center is going to be your receive. Obviously, you can always play around with that and have the center be transmit and the outsides be receive. But in this case, it tested better with the outsides being transmit. So we created 3 individual pods here. So they were designed in 3D CAD and 3D printed. And then we also paint matched them to the vehicle. So we developed these things to fit perfectly into factory locations. As you can see there, the center, you have the smallest pod that we could create in the center. But again, it's perfectly aimed, perfectly mounted to the vehicle. You can kind of see the side there is also paint matched with the matching blue paint. The side ones actually came out super awesome. They're always kind of hard in this style bumper just based on how you have to mount them. Essentially, the sensor's here. You can see it rotates and it bends with this arc up top. And we use IR acrylic as the face that is heat bent and put into place right here. This outside is the pod housing. And again, you can see it's paint matched there. And the sensor is roughly right here. So it's pretty much the widest we can get that sensor. Performs really, really well. The front radar, I believe, is like right, I want to say in this location here behind the bumper. But yeah, the front, super stealth. Porsches are always a little bit difficult because again, you have those massive headlights that are basically aimed right at the same plane as how you would shoot the car. So always a little bit difficult, but it tests very well. You'll see some of the testing videos at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now in the rear, we did the stealth as well. We used our integrated license plate mount, which we develop and engineer for each car. So you can see this one here, also paint matched to the vehicle. It uses an IR acrylic cover, which the sensors are respectively here and here. So when we remove this, again being completely magnetic, and it will not fly off when it is when you are driving, because you can see how many magnets are there. It actually has quite a strong pull force. But looking at the front of this, you can see one sensor here, one sensor here. You can still get to the tow hook, and everything is perfectly integrated. You have the cutout for the camera up top. You mount your license plate here, 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 and then put the front cover back on, and it will perfectly outline the license plate. You can see the back of here has the sensor cutouts. If you can see that with the lighting. Again, just pulls into place. So again, you have to pull pretty hard to get this off. It's not just going to fly off when you're driving. The rear radar of this is right back here to the left of the license plate, right here behind the bumper. All right, so this is going to be the inside of the car. This is going to be the display pod we made for the R9. This sits right over top the center console, mounts to the center console, still leaves room for the Bluetooth mics on either side. As you can see, it's completely stealth. It's sitting there behind smoked acrylic, so it looks like it's built in to the vehicle. And if I get my camera in my head position of where I sit in the driver's seat, you can still see the full gauge cluster. It doesn't intrude over anything, so I can still see the full bottom of the speed there as I'm sitting up in the driver's seat. That's what it looks like. And then down here in the smoker's package, we essentially have the Uniden R9 controller here. So all the controls super easy to get to. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the system. With that being said, I will start playing some of the testing videos that we did using Pro Laser, Dragon Eye from the front and rear in unlimited jamming mode and timing mode, so you can see exactly how well the system performed right now. All right, so this is gonna be Dragon Eye from the front, set up with the R9 in pulse mode. So it's gonna be a time, and then I'll be able to get a reading. Starting now, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So about 4 seconds, and then I will get a lock on the car. So that gives him plenty of time to slow down to go the speed limit while I still get a reading from my gun. So it's not like I'm assuming something's on the car, because I do get a reading. So again, he has 4 seconds to slow down and get to the speed limit. That way he doesn't get a speeding ticket. So it's gonna be Dragon Eye from behind with the R9 set on pulse. So you see there, again, about 4 or 5 seconds. Hit him doing 45, but you know, well far away enough to have time to slow down while I still get a reading. Obviously, being hit from behind in a time mode is a little bit more difficult because you are a lot closer to the car. But generally, when you are getting hit from behind, it's not a cop shooting from behind on a road. Cop generally shoots in the front. Only time you're getting hit from behind is going to be on like an overpass. So let's go ahead and hit the front of the car again with Dragon Eye on pulse mode. 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, 4 or 5 seconds is about when I get that reading. So this is going to be Dragon Eye from the front, R9 Porsche. It's trying to get a reading. Absolutely nothing, right? So again, this is an unlimited jamming mode at the moment, and 4 seconds is generally the time that it is going to be set for. So I would get a reading after the first 4 seconds of shooting. This is going to be pass 1 with the rear with Dragon Eye. It's trying to get a lock. Nothing from the rear. And again, this is an unlimited jamming mode at the moment. So this is what we use to test, but in a normal setting, you would get a reading after about 4 seconds. All right, so this is gonna be 4 second jamming mode. So starting now, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So something should come through right now. Yep. So when it's set to that, it gives the driver, when he gets first hit, enough time to slow down. So he has 4 seconds to slow down. So when I get the reading as he comes closer, I'm physically getting a reading of him doing the speed limit. So again, if he was speeding way down there, he has 4 seconds to slow down. Cop still gets a reading. So I think that, you know, there's nothing installed on the car. So that is how it should be set up in a real world scenario. So thank you guys so much for continuing to follow these videos. Obviously we love doing this, and if it wasn't without you guys, we would not have any work to do, because most of the jobs we do get shipped to us from all over the country based on, you know, kind of the attention to detail of work that we do. So if you are far away and you want to get some work done, contact me. We can talk about how easy that actually can be to set up and how shipping and all that kind of works. Again, we are in Delaware. We don't have any state sales tax. So on some larger jobs, you know, the no state sales tax pretty much takes care of free shipping. So keep that in mind. If you want to contact me, here's my 2 best points of contact. Here's my phone number followed by my email address. These are the 2 best points of contact to get a hold of me. Obviously, if you haven't yet, you can follow our YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that alert bell notification letting you know anytime we drop a new video. If you are interested in radar and laser countermeasures, make sure you go to our website, musaicdesign.com/radar. Here you're going to see a full catalog of all the cars that we've done, how we've integrated into those cars, and see a lot of the testing videos along with the YouTube videos attached to each individual page. Also, build log pictures, so behind the scenes pictures of each individual job that we've done. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. I actually do a lot of testing videos before they make it to YouTube. So a lot of the content you see on YouTube makes it to TikTok well before these videos come out. So make sure you go for the latest and greatest there on TikTok. And then obviously Instagram, here's our 3 handles below. @TheRealMattyS is what I use most frequently. This is a great place to see a lot of the updated pictures of projects that we're working on currently in the Bay. Thank you guys so much for the support following along, and until next time.